Hey guys, and welcome back to the Indie Spotlight here on the Fronsman Productions YouTube channel. If you're new to this series, this is where I take a look at all the amazing indie films being made to help shine a spotlight on some amazing talent. Today, I want to talk about Johnny Woo's martial arts musical, Innerself. Innerself centers around Ed, a young man who's a martial arts enthusiast who wants to become a kung fu master in order to exact revenge on his longtime bullies. However, even through years of watching martial arts films and studying their moves, he still doesn't stand a chance against his enemies, easily getting beat up early on in the movie. In fact, even Ed's own mother doesn't believe in him, wondering how he became so useless. Determined to get better, Ed seeks out the dojo taught by renowned Sensei Birch. However, at first they turn Ed down. Not thrilled about his quest for revenge, he eventually pressures both her and her partner Dave to finally teach him. And then, after Dave ends up helping Ed in a fight with his bullies, Ed ends up finding common ground, becoming friends with one of his bullies, Sean. However, things start to get complicated as Ed does eventually become a martial arts master, learning very quickly through the dojo from Sensei Birch all kinds of moves that he then uses to beat up everybody around him. Now blinded with power, Ed begins to lose his way, gaining way too much confidence and arrogance, and ultimately becoming so cocky he turns away from his friends. And when another childhood friend re-enters the picture, he ends up straying Ed even further and further away, making Ed the jerk bully that he had originally tried to fight to begin with. So that's all I really want to talk about in terms of the plot itself. You can watch Innerself for yourself. I'll link that in the description as always. Instead, I want to talk about why Innerself is an important watch for independent filmmakers. If you're an indie filmmaker around the Northeast Ohio area, then likely the director, Johnny Woo, his name is very familiar. Johnny has become such a staple in the Cleveland independent filmmaking scene, and he's especially famous for taking creative approaches on the martial arts film genre, as well as highlighting Asian representation within independent movies. Having met Johnny myself, I can say from experience that he does live up to his reputation of being such a kind and collaborative person to work with in movies. Okay, now his love and his passion for filmmaking really shines through with Innerself. And I think that's the most important aspect of the movie if you are an independent filmmaker. Especially if you're not familiar with Johnny Woo and his style of filmmaking, I still recommend you give Innerself a watch, because here's the thing, it blends two different genres, martial arts and a musical. Okay, now on the surface that does not sound like it would mix very well together, but Johnny does such a great job of blending the two, as Innerself never takes itself too seriously. Yes, there's a lot of heart and a lot of passion, and the characters are very easy to enjoy watching, and you really start to, feel connected to the characters, especially Ed and Sean and Dave, and just, they're very engaging to watch, yes, but the key thing is that Innerself is a comedy, and it's a comedy at heart. And I think it goes to show you that even if you have the most outlandish idea, okay, taking a musical and making a martial arts musical, for instance, it doesn't have to be that, but let's just say that, because that's what Innerself is. You could take this outlandish and crazy idea and have fun with it. Okay, I think a lot of people get bogged down, and I can say from experience, it's hit me in the past too, where you feel like there's a certain type of movie that as a filmmaker you need to make, okay? And you really start to get into this like serious mindset, and you lose one of the most important aspects of filmmaking and why you got into it to begin with, which is having fun. And I could say just watching Innerself, not even being on the set, I can already tell you that everybody had a blast working on this movie. The fun and the energy and the laughter is just, it's palpable. You can feel that everyone had a great time through their performances within the film itself. So it's really important that you don't get so bogged down by stress or making the movie that you think other people want you to make, to where the filmmaking loses its fun and it loses that passion and that fire that you had inside of you to start. It's important that you remember, have fun, laugh on set, and make the movie that you want to make. Don't listen to people that might tell you that, what are you doing making a martial arts musical? That doesn't make any sense. Forget all that. You have an idea, and you know you can execute it, and that's exactly what Johnny Woo did. He executed this idea to perfection, and it is so funny. It's such a great feel-good movie. I recommend that everyone watches it. Anyways, that's all I have time for here today. Like I said, as always, I'm gonna link Innerself in the description here on this video. It's available to watch for free on Tubi, so make sure that you go watch Innerself. Show some love to Johnny Woo. He's a tremendous filmmaker and a tremendous person. And if you like this content and you want to see more videos where I discuss independent filmmaking, let me know. Make sure that you drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell for notifications so you never miss another video here on the Fronsman Productions channel. And if you yourself are an indie filmmaker and you would like me to talk about your movie on this channel, then please be sure to let me know down in the comments. All you have to do is just drop down the name of your movie and then tell me where I can watch it. I'll add it to my watch list and I'll discuss your film in a future Indie Spotlight video. But all right, guys, until next time, that's a wrap.